I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is Stardew Valley Honeybuzz, episode 9. And, funny story, after I finished recording last episode, I accidentally closed the game without saving. So we're just gonna go through day 9 again. It won't take very much. We didn't really get anything special done. We just sort of watered our crops, looked around for forageables, and then went in the mine. So we're just gonna do that again. It's not too much trouble. Alright, crops watered. Now we can go get forageables, and we can also actually go talk to Resmodius this time, because we never did that, and that'll let us start making progress on the community center. You know, we aren't going to be trying to rush it down or anything, but it would be nice to get that ball rolling. Completely unrelated to all things Stardew and or Valley, I started watching Narcos recently, and it's pretty good. I didn't think it would be interesting at all, which is why I put off watching it for so long. But since the second season has been out now for a while, I figured I'd watch it, and it's actually pretty good. For those of you who don't know what Narcos is, it's kind of like a fictional retelling of a true story, kind of. I don't know what you'd call that, like a dramatization. Dramatization, I don't know. But basically, they took the real, like, facts and details about Pablo Escobar and the whole cocaine thing in Colombia, and they embellished it a lot so that it was fit for TV as an interesting series, and then they did it, and it's actually pretty good. It's really fascinating hearing about that kind of stuff. Because it is actually like a thing that happened, and not all the details are correct, like the places and the characters are changed a bit, just to add more detail. But the base things are still there. Also, the character that they cast as Pablo Escobar looks more like he would be Pablo Escobar than Pablo Escobar was. If that makes sense. Like, I think they show photos of the real Pablo in that, and, like, you know, obviously it's very different, but I think the character that they cast to play him fits better for what you would imagine a drug lord would look like. I've been playing a lot of MapleStory lately, and that one probably a lot more of you have heard of than Narcos. I've been probably playing too much MapleStory, really, and it's alright. Like, once a year, for about a month, I get really into playing MapleStory again, and then I go back to not playing it for 11 months. So it's about that time of year, and I'm doing pretty good so far, I'd say. I got one character up to level 70-ish. I got a Phantom up to 7. No, my Phantom's like 50, I think. And then my... what character was it? My Ice Lightning Mage is level 77-ish. And I have a Kana that I just got to 100 last night. And for those of you who don't play MapleStory, that means, like, basically nothing. But, you know, it's pretty cool stuff. At least for me. MapleStory is a free game, and unlike other free games that I play, like League of Legends or RuneScape, I've never actually spent a dime on MapleStory. Because all of the stuff you can buy is cosmetic stuff, and I never wanted it enough to pay for it. Plus you have to, like, pay a lot to get the permanent stuff. And although I'm tempted, like lately I've been tempted to put some money into the Nexon Cash, just so I can buy permanent cosmetic items. And I mean, I really do love playing MapleStory, even though I only play it like 1 month out of the year. But when I do play it, you know, I always have a good time. And even though 90% of the game is just grinding, killing monsters over and over and over, and it's the same monsters in the same areas for, you know, hours at a time, I still find it pretty fun. Like, if a game has grinding, but they try to disguise the grinding and make it look like, you know, you aren't grinding, it's really boring for me. But if it's just literally standing there grinding on monsters, it's not so bad for whatever reason. It's like if the point of the game is something besides grinding, but you have to grind in it, then it's boring. But if the point of the game is grinding, like if it's just grinding the game, then, you know, I don't mind it so much. And that's what MapleStory is. You just spend all the time grinding, so that you can level up, so that you can grind more. And there are party quests that, you know, kind of alleviate that, but they're also, like, really high level for most of the good ones. It's the kind of game where, realistically speaking, most of the content is endgame content. So it's like 10% of the game is from like level 100 to level 0, level 1 or whatever, to like level 120-ish. And it's about that point that you start getting to the actual game. Rather unfortunately though, it takes a long time to get that far, unless you just spend all of your free time playing it like I do. My Kana that I have, I got to level 100 in 3 days. The first day that I played, I went from 1 to... what level did I get to? Like 60-ish? Somewhere in there, I think. I might have even gotten it further, actually. It might have been 2 days. I can't really remember, even though I just did it. But I know I went from like 1 to 77, I think, in a day. That sounds about right. And then the second day, I went from 77 to 100. So, like, if you know where to grind, or if you can find a good spot to grind, especially during double XP hours like I was doing, then it's really easy. You just basically press one button and watch YouTube or something while you're doing it. So the end of the month is coming up here pretty soon. So the 26th today? Yeah. This is being recorded on, of course, because I'm horrible with time management. But also going up on the 26th of November, 2016. And, you know, end of month's coming up, and more of you guys watch this than watch other videos on my channel, even like channel updates or whatever. So I'll say it here. You know, I have a Patreon. If any of you guys feel like donating, there are, you know, rewards for doing so. For example, you can, monsters, please. They're just swarming me. Anybody pledging $2 or more on Patreon gets the supporter role in my public Discord. Link is always in the description for that if you have Discord and want to join, or if you don't have Discord and want to join anyways, because it's totally free to join and just talk, and I'm in there 99% of the time. But, not 99% of the time, like, I'm in there 80% of the time. The other 20% I'm sleeping. But if you're pledging $2 or more on Patreon, or, you know, you donate in any fashion at all, you get the supporter role in Discord, which makes your name blue, and, you know, you get to be an awesome person. There's a special chat for supporter people. And if Discord isn't your thing, then also on the 15th of each month, so far only this month, because I just started doing it this month, but on the 15th of each month, I put up a supporter Patreon exclusive song. So, for example, this month I sang I'm No Superman by Laszlo Bane. And, you know, if you pledge on Patreon, you get to listen to those songs. And if you're into listening to me butcher songs horribly, then you should definitely do that. And then, you know, that's enough. That's enough self-promoting of my own Patreon sites and such. I just realized this sword is called the Steel Small Sword instead of the Steel Short Sword. Because, I don't know. I never noticed that it's called the Steel Small Sword. I was trying to rationalize it, like maybe it's because it's a sword, but a sword? Yes, a sword. A sword, but smaller. But that's what a short sword is. So maybe it's like a broadsword, which is kind of what it looks like, but it's like a small broadsword. Weird. But anyways, you know, It's 10:40 p.m. in game here, not in real life. That'd be, you know, kind of weird. Actually, it is actually 10:40 a.m., not p.m. So that is kind of weird that it happened to line up like that. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed watching this video, you know. If you did, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. And, yeah, if you aren't already subscribed, I really recommend it. Helps out a whole bunch. I'm spacing out a little bit here. But you also get these videos straight to your inbox every day at noon Pacific Standard Time. But other than that, I will see you guys all next time. Leave a like and a sub and a comment would be cool. And maybe you could check out more of my channel. Bye.